AWA TV episode 8 will begin here tonight as we begin our climb, or our road, shall I say, to our next PLE Golden Gauntlet following a successful PLE. The last episode, our PLE Option A, where Seth freaking Rollins walked out with the Option A briefcase, giving him the option to cash in anytime, anywhere for the next 6 months from that date. Tonight kicks off with the Monster Abyss one-on-one with the pompous Wall Street millionaire JBL. Both of these men have declared for the men's Golden Gauntlet match. 30 men and 30 women compete, where the winner will move on to challenge the AWA champion or the women's world champion in the main event of the following PLE. Things kick off tonight. JBL and the Monster Abyss. Abyss making his way to the ring, and it's Bray Wyatt attacking the Monster Abyss before the match with JBL. Not expected. We'll have to get an answer as to why the Monster Abyss was attacked by Bray Wyatt before this match even begins. Power slam JBL with an obvious advantage following the pre-match assault by Bray Wyatt. JBL now, big boot to the face, taking down the 300-pound Monster Abyss. Abyss, 6'9", I think, over 300 pounds. JBL pushing 6'9" as well, also pushing 300 pounds. JBL just overpowering the Monster Abyss following that pre-match assault by Bray Wyatt. We're going to have to get an explanation from Bray Wyatt as to why he attacked the Monster Abyss for little to no reason. The 300-pound millionaire to the top rope, coming down with an elbow across the face of Abyss. Cover here, 2, and the Monster Abyss kicks out. JBL measuring his man, could be looking for the clothesline from hell. Instead, getting the Monster Abyss up for a huge powerbomb, another cover. Here's 2 now, and JBL with the victory following the pre-match assault from Bray Wyatt. We are going to have that explained by Bray Wyatt at some point as to why he attacked the Monster Abyss. Powerbomb did it for JBL. Count of 3 and JBL. And JBL builds momentum as he has already declared for the men's Golden Gauntlet match. I am speechless. For no reason, a unprovoked assault on the Monster Abyss from Bray Wyatt. Now, we move forward from that debacle with Abyss and Bray Wyatt and move forward to another entirely different set of debacles. Austin Theory, following the shocking defeat that he handed Randy Orton at Option A, teams up with his A-Town Down tag team partner, the Intercontinental Champion Grayson Waller, to face Randy Orton and the man that Grayson Waller defeated for the Intercontinental Championship, to retain his Intercontinental Championship, the Nigerian Beast, Obafemi.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 426 pounds, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under.
Theory beat Randy Orton in a Falls Count Anywhere match at Option A, and Waller retained his IC title against Obafemi. Both of them did it on their own. I'll give them credit for that. You can't take that away from the two brash, cocky young men in the ring currently. You cannot take that away from them. They did do it on their own. Nobody got involved, no interference or nothing like that. But tonight, they have a tall task ahead of them because they have two pissed off people across the ring from them looking to prove that they were both beaten in a set of flukes. Especially this man making his way to the ring right now, the Apex Predator, the Viper.
And their opponents, first from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy
Orton really was not able to muster any offense. It was a match that was all Theory back at Option A. That match was it was all Austin Theory. Randy Orton mustered little to no offense, could not even hit the RKO. Orton said he was pissed at his performance come Option A. He thought he was going to walk in and embarrass Austin Theory and was not able to deliver. And speaking of people who were not able to deliver on their promise of annihilating a member of A-Town Down Under, the man who said he was going to take the IC title away from Grayson Waller and failed to do so. Femi was hoping to walk away from Option A, the new Intercontinental Champion. Unfortunately, not able to get the job done. If you really think about it, Waller and Theory have had both Orton and Femi's number recently. Waller, especially with Femi. Femi said he wants one last shot at that IC title. He wants one last opportunity. And if he pins, in theory, if he were to get a pinfall victory over Waller, even in a tag match, you would have to think that that would make him the #1 contender. However, the same would go for Orton. If Orton, with a side Russian leg sweep, pins Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller stands everything to lose in this match. Cheap pin by Theory and not able to get Orton there. Orton, furious at his outing. A big boot to the face of Orton by Theory. Orton, again, furious from his outing at Option A, losing to Theory in such an embarrassing fashion. Not looking too good in the early stages of this tag team match. And in comes the Intercontinental Champion, Grayson Waller. Waller has held that title ever since Title Torment, where he became the inaugural IC champion, and the man he beat to qualify for this matchup is now tagged into the match. The Nigerian ruler Obafemi now with, and now again, a series of pins there, not able to even register a 1 count backbreaker to the arrogant Australian Grayson Waller. Now Femi showing off the strength with a running power slam, planting the Intercontinental Champion. Repeated elbows through the heart of Waller. Waller said he should not have to defend the Intercontinental title against Femi again. As if you really think about it, he has beaten Femi a couple times. And one time at Option A with the IC title on the line. Femi has not been able to get the job done where it counts. Now, Femi does hold one pinfall victory in singles action over Waller, but that was in a non-title match. That pinfall victory is what, brought an IC title opportunity to Obafemi. Just was not able to get the job done with the title on the line when it mattered most. And now Theory has appeared to be busted open following that knee to the side of his face. And now, swinging neckbreaker by Orton. Orton now walking over, tagging in the Nigerian ruler. Here comes Obafemi. Drop kick to the back of Theory. Cover here by Oba. Kick out before one by Austin Theory. Went for a chop, ducked out of the way. Femi with a big shoulder tackle, turning Theory inside out. Went for going to the top rope, went for the double axe handle, missed, and he bent into that big boot by Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller has really had the number of the Nigerian ruler, Obafemi. And again, Femi just wants one more opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship to take that belt away from Grayson Waller. And Orton really wants one more shot at knocking off Austin Theory following what Orton himself calls an embarrassment in the Falls Count Anywhere match against Theory at Option A. German suplex, dropping Femi on his neck. Tag in, here comes the Viper. Clothesline, dropping Randy Orton. Cover now by Theory, kick out at 1 by Randy Orton. Orton now on the receiving end of a body slam. Theory and Waller have said that they want to move on from Femi and Orton. They want to try and work their way towards the tag team titles and make Waller a double champion. In theory, if they were to, start working towards those tag team titles, this would be a way to do that. And now Femi with that power bomb. That's the move he used to beat Grayson Waller that one match. And not able to get the job done, but he took out the ref. Grayson Waller took out the referee when he came in, and now another cover by Femi following the power slam. There's 2, and it's 2. 2 of Femi's best shots. Still not enough to keep the ever-resilient Austin Theory down. As cocky and as brash as Austin Theory is, you cannot deny the fact that he does have the true heart of a champion if he could just keep his mouth closed and not talk the trash that he does. German by Orton. Orton now to the second rope. Waiting for Theory to stand. Orton with a diving forearm off the second rope. It's only a matter of time now before Orton sends sends Theory to the ground with the RKO. Tag in, double team by this newly formed team of Orton and Femi, who have been working extremely well together. Jesus. Cover by Femi following the helicopter slam 2, and Femi and Orton with the victory. Femi knocking off Femi with the pin on Austin Theory. Femi with the pinfall victory, pinning Austin Theory. Question here is whether or not that will dictate another IC title match for Oba Femi at Golden Gauntlet.
Here are your winners, the team of Randy Orton and Oba Femi.
Orton and Femi victorious over A-Town Down Under here tonight in what was a barn burner of a tag team match. It remains to be seen on whether or not that will justify a Intercontinental title match for Oba Femi at Golden Gauntlet. Now, the Women's World Champion Cora Jade is in action tonight as she goes one-on-one against the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan. Cora Jade coming off a successful title defense against Zelina Vega at Option A.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, the AWA Women's World Champion, Cora Jade.
Jade. The inaugural Women's World Champion, winning that six-pack challenge match that also included Liv Morgan. That is actually where this match stems from. Liv Morgan wanted a Women's World title opportunity, posting on X that she should be the Women's World Champion right now. Cora Jade said, okay, prove it. Hence, I made it official for a non-title match between Liv Morgan and Cora Jade. And of course, being accompanied by Morgan. Of course, being flanked by Raquel. And, funnily enough, a man who was unsuccessful in the Option A ladder match at Option A, Dominic Mysterio. The winner of that match, Seth Rollins, will be in action later tonight as he goes one-on-one against the man that almost won the Option A ladder match, Kevin Owens. That's sure to be a barnstormer, as this will also be a woman who thinks she should be the Women's World Champion. I mean, if Liv, and I told Liv when I made this match official, I told her, if you are able to knock off Cora Jade tonight, you will get your Women's World title match at Golden Gauntlet. Not a problem. Not off to a great start. Inseguri cover, and Dominic Mysterio already trying to break up the pin. Already getting involved, and now Liv Morgan went for that springboard head scissors and did not connect. Targeting the knee of Liv Morgan. Continuing to target the knees of Liv Morgan is the Women's World Champion, Cora Jade. Won that title back at Title Tournament, becoming the inaugural Women's World Champion. And speaking of championships, tonight's main event, following the loss of his championship at Option A, Sami Zayn invokes his rematch clause and challenges the new champion. Cover here by Cora Jade. Kick out at one. And challenges the new television champion, Drew McIntyre, for the TV title in tonight's main event. Sami Zayn's rematch for the television title, main events. AWA TV Episode 8 missed. Liv Morgan now walking the tightrope with a drop kick. Cover now by Morgan. Could punch her ticket to Golden Gauntlet here. Two, and a kick out by Jade. Cora Jade does have a very, very big challenge in front of her. with both Raquel and Dominic Mysterio on the outside of the ring. That, and she's facing somebody like Liv Morgan who could hit the Oblivion out of nowhere. Drop toe hold face first. Balance beaming on the back of Cora Jade. Springboard off the ropes. Drop kick, dropping the champion. Cover by Morgan. Punching her ticket to Golden Gauntlet. She is not. So far, only one match, three matches official for Golden Gauntlet, our next PLE. The men's and women's Golden Gauntlet matches, and a rematch of the main event of Option A, where LA Knight knocked off Gunther for the AWA Championship. Oblivion connects, pulling Jade to the center of the ring. Pin, here's the cover off the Oblivion. Liv Morgan could punch her ticket to Golden Gauntlet, and she does. Liv Morgan gets her women's world title match at Option A. Cora Jade not able to protect her title, as she will defend it against Liv Morgan at Option A. And if this happens at Golden Gauntlet, rather,
here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan will walk out of Golden Gauntlet as the new Women's World Champion. What a match. That now adds Liv Morgan versus Cora Jade to the Golden Gauntlet card. Also on the Golden Gauntlet card, however, as I was saying, Gunther, in his rematch for the AWA Championship, challenges the new champion, who knocked him off in the main event of Option A, LA Knight, who is in action later tonight in our main event, one-on-one against Ludwig Kaiser, the lackey for Gunther. But every match that LA Knight is in, he has to keep an eye out for Seth Rollins, who could cash in at any time for his cash in that Option A briefcase. Switching gears now to the tag team division. One half of the newly crowned tag team champions, Tama Tonga, goes one-on-one against the Street Profits, Montez Ford. The Profits were able, the Bloodline was able to knock off the Wyatt Six and take the AWA World Tag Team titles away from them. And if Montez Ford could win here,
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
if Montez could win here, he just might get his team a tag team title opportunity at Option A, or at Golden Gauntlet, rather. The Profits were the team that the Wyatt Six defeated in order to become the inaugural World Tag Team Champions. Ford looking to earn his team the right to win the tag team titles, to challenge for the tag team titles at Golden Gauntlet. If Montez Ford wins this match, that may make them the #1 contenders. However, I'm gonna do the Profits one better. Next week, or next episode rather,
And his opponent from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 209 pounds, one half of the AWA World Tag Team Champions,
on the next episode of AWA TV, AWA TV Episode 9, Tonga Loa will go one-on-one with Angelo Dawkins. If Montez Ford wins this match, and if Montez Ford wins this match, that match will happen. If Angelo Dawkins wins that match, that will guarantee the Profits moving forward and getting that tag team title opportunity at Golden Gauntlet. But that is only if Montez Ford is successful against one half of the tag team champions, Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa successfully capturing those titles by defeating the Wyatt Six at Option A. Those beautiful belts around the waist of a member of the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa not here tonight, taking the night off following a brutal men's Option A ladder match that he was unsuccessful in. We are underway, coming out swinging with a clothesline as Montez Ford. You see B-Fab and Angelo Dawkins on the outside. B-Fab has declared for the women's Golden Gauntlet match, Golden Gauntlet match at Golden Gauntlet. 30 women. Compete in an over-the-top rope, both feet must hit the floor style matchup, just like the Royal Rumble in WWE, where and the last woman standing earns the right to face whoever the women's world champion is in the main event of our version of WrestleMania. Big springboard frog splash. Standing moonsault. Montez Ford really taking it to Tama Tonga here, really wanting to earn his team a possible shot at those tag team titles. And now a submission hold here, taking the arm of Tama Tonga. What athleticism by Montez Ford. Cover here by Montez. There's 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by one half of the tag team champions, B-Fab and Angelo Dawkins, watching intently, knowing that if Montez were to win here, they would be one step closer to the tag team titles. For the Street Profits, drop down by Tama Tonga, big back body drop. Cover by Tama Tonga, looking to protect the tag team titles for the Bloodline, not able to get it done. Flapjack dropping. Ford to the top rope now goes Tama Tonga. Big frog splash all the way across the ring. Dropping and spiking Montez with a DDT. Cover here by Tama Tonga. There's two. And a kick out at 2 by Montez Ford. And now he was measuring his man. Tama Tonga got it reversed. Hurricane Rana spiking. And you see Jacob Fatu on the over there in the corner taking off the protective covering. Roll through, standing suplex, dropping Montez, but it's coming back to bite them. The distraction of the referee comes back to bite Tama Tonga. Kick out at 1 by Montez. Now to the outside goes Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga misses the springboard. Drop kick, dropping Montez Ford. Ford now rolling out of the way. Another big clothesline. B-Fab dropping off the apron. Was in control of Montez Ford. This is a very back and forth matchup. And now to the rope goes frog splash cover. Are the Street Profits going to be one step closer to the tag titles? It's not done quite yet. Over the top rope goes Tama Tonga. Back in the ring. To the top rope now goes Montez. Montez with another frog splash, this time from the top rope. Cover. Are the Street Profits one step closer to the tag team titles? Yes, they are. Next week, Tonga Loa, Angelo Dawkins, 1-on-1. If Angelo wins that match, the Street Profits will challenge the Bloodline for the tag team titles at Golden Gauntlet. A match with championship implications does not go the way the champions perceived.
Here is your winner, Montez Ford.
Montez Ford moves his team one step closer to the tag team titles. If Angelo can beat Tonga Loa on the next episode of AWA TV, then the Street Profits will get a tag team title opportunity. However, it's time to switch gears and move towards a match brewed out of the Option A ladder match. The winner of the Option A ladder match, Seth Rollins,
is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
Owens was the last man at the top of the ladder before Seth Rollins climbed the ladder and won the Option A ladder match. Seth Rollins. The revolutionary, the visionary, the architect of not only the Shield, but the man who now holds all the power in the AWA.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
The man who at any time for the next 6 months can cash in that Option A briefcase at any time he chooses on whoever the AWA champion is. He sent out a warning to LA Knight to have eyes in the back of his head at all times. There you see Kevin Owens. There you see Seth freaking Rollins. And the match is underway, starting off with a back body drop on Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens now with the early advantage over the Architect. I asked Kevin Owens earlier today how he felt about not walking away with the Option A briefcase. Roll up and into the ropes. Not able to count as the referee. Owens said he was livid that Rollins would do that to him, knowing what the AWA title means to Owens. But Rollins said he did not care. That title means everything to everybody in this company. No matter what happens, anybody in this company would love a shot at the AWA championship, and Gunther has that opportunity right now. The main event of Golden Gauntlet, Gunther and LA Knight for the final time for the AWA championship. Seth Rollins off the sling blade now. Springboard knee to the face, dropping Kevin Owens. To the top rope goes Seth Rollins. Cross body off the top rope, no lateral press. Running into the referee, Mike Chioda in the way. Knife edge chop, kick to the midsection, knee to the face, and now Rollins in full control of this match is the holder of the Option A briefcase. Pedigree onto Owens, cover here by Rollins. Is he gonna knock off Owens? Kick out at 2 by the prize fighter. Rollins measuring his man. Rollins went for the stomp and it missed. Oh, what a move by, went for and hit a cutter. I'm speechless. What a move by Kevin Owens, popping Rollins up and connecting with a cutter, dropping Rollins nearly through the ring. To the outside goes Owens. over the top with a tope to the outside. But how much did Owens hurt himself? Just stomped on the back of the head of Mr. Option A. Into the steel steps goes the Option A briefcase holder. You know, depending on how beat up Rollins is, he might not be able to cash in tonight if he chooses to cash in tonight. To the top rope goes Kevin Owens. Owens measuring Rollins, waiting for Rollins to stand. Now with the missile drop kick off the top rope, the near 300-pounder. Big warrior splash. Measuring his man, we could be looking at a stunner connecting cover by Owens. Here's two, and Rollins with the kick out at two. Senton across the midsection of the holder of the Option A briefcase. Owens again measuring Rollins, and again with a second stunner out of nowhere, covered by Owens. There's two, and two stunners was enough to drop the Architect. Kevin Owens with the victory over the holder of the Option A briefcase. What a match it was. I thought it was over right here. Rollins hitting the pedigree, but only a count of two. And then this, the tope to the outside by the near 300-pound Kevin Owens with a missile drop kick even. Two stunners. There's the first one. Kick out at two by Rollins. But this one was too much for the Architect to power out of, giving the victory
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
to the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens knocking off Seth Rollins. Two men who have declared for the Golden Gauntlet match. The men's Golden Gauntlet match, rather, will go one-on-one. Now, funnily enough, Javon Evans actually knocked off William Regal to qualify for the 8-man Battle Royal at Title Tournament for the television title.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, William
Regal. Still like I said, still steaming over the upset victory of Javon Evans, who knocked him off to qualify back for the 8-man Battle Royal back at Title Tournament for the television title. Bouncy Javon Evans. I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure Javon Evans knocked off William Regal, but I also could be wrong. I cannot remember off the top of my head, and I apologize. I don't have my previous notes as I just moved.
and his opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in
could we be looking at one of the two, the man in these two men? Could we be looking at the winner of the men's Golden Gauntlet match, who as of now, the winner of will face LA Knight in the main event of WrestlePalooza? For the AWA Championship. Collar elbow tie up here. Separating is the referee. Yet again, another collar elbow tie up here. Again, getting the upper hand is the classy veteran, Mr. Regal. Javon now with a roll-up kick out before the count of one. No, float over. Over through schoolboard now by Javon Evans. Kick out again before one. Some technical mat-based chain wrestling. Definitely something that we are accustomed to seeing by the mat technician, one William Regal. Not something that we normally see out of the high flyer, Javon Evans. And now back and forth goes William Regal and Javon Evans. Uppercut by the brawler from Blackpool. Reversal now. Javon Evans showing off not only his strength, but soon to show off his high-flying ability as he is measuring his man now. Went for that enziguri, but did not connect. Javon now being sent to the rope. Back elbow. Regal said that if he were to win the men's Golden Gauntlet match, he will not wait for WrestlePalooza. He will challenge LA Knight, who is currently the AWA champion. However, will LA Knight be the AWA champion come WrestlePalooza? Because this is what you have to think about. LA Knight has to make it through Golden Gauntlet, where he defends against Gunther to the top rope. This is not something we see out of Regal very much, and that's why. Not able to clear the distance. However, back up, not hurt very much, thankfully. And if that happens at Golden Gauntlet, Javon Evans would be eliminated from the Golden Gauntlet match. Big knee to the face on the outside, tumbling to that thin padded floor. Back in the ring goes Javon. Now, again, however, Regal connecting with that big move, pulling Javon away from the ropes. This could be it for Javon Evans if Regal goes for the cover, which he does. Cover here by Regal. There's two, and Regal with the victory over the young Javon Evans. Tonight, experience takes the cake and pays off. Again, LA Knight might not be the AWA champion come WrestlePalooza, because at Golden Gauntlet, he has to defend that title against Gunther.
Here is your winner, William Regal.
Regal with the victory over Javon Evans. What a match that was. And now, we move forward to AWA TV Episode 8, Part 2, which will kick off with two women who have declared for the Women's Golden Gauntlet match. Shayna Baszler and Stephanie Vaquer, La Primera, going one-on-one. I hope you enjoyed AWA TV Episode 8, Part 1. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you guys want to do. And we'll see you for Part 2, where we will also have an update on the Bray Wyatt Abyss situation from a little bit earlier on in Part 1 that kicked us off. So, please join us for Part 2.